I'm Sydney Picks from Madison Studios. We also, at our studio, do wedding photography under the name of Be Creative. Now today we're going to look at what is wedding photography, and it's recording a family's history and catching the emotions and the moments of the day. Today we're going to look at wedding equipment and what the checklist is you need to have, props for the wedding. We need to look at the groom getting ready, the bride getting ready. We're going to look at what happens at the church, the bridal group shots, what we have to do there with and without the bride, wedding shoot ideas, because you can't go to a location and have no ideas. You've got to understand every shot before you get there. We're going to look at how to shoot the reception. We're also going to look at tips and marketing. Here at the church, we're going to pose the bride and the groom around the car. Firstly, we'll bring in the bride. Tamara, you come this way. We're going to position Tamara at the back of the car here. Now, we'll drag this around here. We're going to spread the dress out nicely so it falls well. Now be careful here not to get the dress dirty on exhaust pipes or anything like that. We're going to have the dress nice and full. We're going to have the bride maybe looking away over in this direction, holding the flowers just down by her side like that. Now we're going to introduce the groom. Glenn, if you come this way. We're going to put the groom right at the end of the car. We'll get him to just stand here like this, looking at his bride, head turned to one side. You can do that, Glenn, thanks. Always remember, it's you who's being paid to get these photos. And other photographers, family and friends will be around. Don't get out of their way. You're paid to get the right photos. So when you get out the back, don't worry about their flashes going off and interrupting yours, because a flash is just a millionth of a second and it's not going to interrupt. You're not going to be at the same time. So don't worry about that as being a problem. After the guests have been introduced to the bride and groom outside and all the photos have been taken and the guests are milling around together, you might like to bring the bride and groom just themselves back into the empty church, because this is the only time you'll get the two of them together, because remember they arrive separately to start with, and you might pose them. Tamara, just come down here. Maybe the bride just leaning against, just like that, looking down or looking away, and the groom standing in the background a little bit out of focus. And this would make a lovely shot from about 10 feet back looking forward. We'll take that shot right now. Hi, I'm Sydney Picks. I'm from Madison Studios. I'm a fashion photographer. What I shoot is clothing, beauty products, model portfolios and fashion hair shots. The difference between fashion photography and normal average photography, including wedding, portrait, is that we're trying to create a mood and an image. We're not interested in how a person looks, or even if we get their face in the shot. During this video, we're going to take three types of fashion shots. We're going to do a fashion hair shot, which will be a cool shot. We're going to do a fashion clothing shot, like a fun to be alive shot. And we're going to do a lingerie shot, which will be very seductive. Now the ingredients of a good fashion shoot are purpose. That's to convey a message. A plan, we're going to design the shot. The right equipment, that's lighting, the props, what we're going to use, how we're going to do it, and the right model. We must have the right age, and the right look, and the right height for the job. And now that we've prepared our model, we're actually going to prepare and build our shot. Firstly, we start with where the model's going to sit or stand. In this case, our model's going to stand, but we'll get our model to sit on this chair in the very place so we can set up all our equipment. Tamara, would you like to come and sit right here? And sit back in the seat. Now secondly, we've got to get our background. Now the background we chose is a steel background. Now you can pick up this steel background in any hardware shop very cheaply, and I've just attached it with a couple of G-clamps at the top, and this gives a cold steel look against the feminine soft look that we're looking for, and it's that fight that we're after between the two. The next piece of equipment we need to bring in is our main lighting to light the model. Now Studio Flash is going to give our main source of lighting. Now if you're doing this from home, you could just use the natural light coming through a window. And the flash here is not unlike the flash on top of your camera, but it's just much more powerful, and at the front we have a nice softbox, and this is what the name of this is, and it distributes and diffuses the lighting across the model. Now we're going to set this up so we get lighting, strong light this side coming across to dark this side. Now the next piece of equipment we need is a bounce.